Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm SamuraiT-X and I'm Solid Snake. This is part 3 of Miss Oldbag's testimony. The other person, apparently she saw a whippersnapper, a little kid that came through the gate, so let's hear what she's got to say. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have another important job to do. I go through the photos recorded in security and computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out that one photo that day. Okay. Miss Oldbag, this is the first time I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected. But I kind of expected this. Me too. Me too, Maya. You ain't the only one. Okay. Press. Another job? That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of those photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. Okay, press. Table smash. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Raw Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Hold it. Table smash. Well, who in the heck was in that photo that you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One that was there that day. I object. Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Ah, yes. The grate has been loose for quite a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day? One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop them, can't catch them. A boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not possible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think, for it's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I raised the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. And they're already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And don't forget the vital information this time. Okay. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. We have a 5-minute recess, so we're going to recap what's going on with the defense camp. Ouch. Mr. W.E. Yes, bub? Tell me straight. Are you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, to be honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know, bub? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of your stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone who would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, but what are we going to do? First we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it would take so long to shoot us down that we get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. No, this doesn't look good. This is looking bleak. Yeah, it is really looking bleak. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Bob, what are you doing, Bob? I need to get out of here. Back to the courtroom. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Raw Powers. Mr. Edruff, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a fanboy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant of Mr. Raw Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly into accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Woodhouse who could have committed the murder? Well, the assistant was nowhere on the scene, so you can't rule her. You can't say her. And the steel samurai costume's too big for her. The grade school boy, he can't. None of these two can wield a samurai spear and can't fit in the costume. So we're gonna have to go with the security lady because she's likely the one who saw everyone. She could fit in the costume maybe and murder Jack Hammer. We're just gonna buy some time and blame the security lady, okay? It was the security lady. Where'd the old bag? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injuries. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, old bag. What? Whippersnapper! Order! Is this true, old bag? Old bag? That's Miss Old Bag to you. Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't the part where Edruff pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edruff, does the prosecution have any opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Now's my chance to take this whole thing the whole way. Press further. The very same reasoning that Mr. Powers is a suspect in this case can use to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
But that doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10-second tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it to be nice to the kids and meet your elders day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that this boy could not have committed this murder. Well, we're gonna have to present the samurai spear because he can't pick you up at all. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo, and to be honest, the samurai spear is taller than the boy, so I don't think he can lift it. How can the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Judge, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. Was that her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this matter before we continue. That is all. Court is adjourned. Yep, that's it. It's finished. But wait a sec. Oh my goodness. But wait a second. Oh Jesus. I'm not going to just sit here for a while while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh God, can you stop, please? Please! Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. I know. Please stop her. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? But by whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. This is probably going to be her last testimony.
Local studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to pretend that they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Oh, Jesus. But Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep it from this court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, cross-examination. Okay.
Right, we're gonna have to keep pressing on her statement now.
So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be so hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all on it.
Okay, let's press it. Table smash. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through for the information seen about the director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Yep, we're going to take a break because we don't need to know anymore. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at the Global Studio in the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare the verdict on defendant Mr. Powers. Right. Well, we've bought some time. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honour.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Woodhouse.
Wonder why Edgeworth is definitely shocked, because Old Bag didn't open her mouth as much.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Oh, that was bloody close.
Yeah, my God. Damn it, we thought we were going to lose there. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. We've bought some time, so we got to talk to the. We've opened the possibilities about. We've opened the possibilities about, you know, that the director and the producer and the bigwigs could be the murderers. So there we go. Let's go back. But thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me, bub.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about the director and the producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit, to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag, I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points out there, or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
And that's to be continued. That's part 1 of Case 3, to be continued. So guys, when we come back, folks, we'll do more investigating in this case. Until then,
thanks for watching.
I'll catch you later.